It's that time of year again where comic books come to life in San Diego. It's time for CJDJ's Movie Power Hour. All right, this is CJDJ's Movie Power Hour, your one-stop shop for all things movies while drinking a Power Hour. My name is CJ. I'm your host, and to my left, we got the co-host with the mo-host, DJ.
What's up, everybody?
And last but not least, we got one of our dear special friends who came to help out on this episode over in the booth. We got Eloy.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Cheers.
Hey, cheers to you, Eloy. We got a great episode for you guys. It's actually a very special episode. We're not going to be doing the normal format that we normally do, although we still are going to be doing a movie review. But like I said in the intro, it's Comic-Con.
Yes, it is. Comic book season. Nerd season.
Nerd
book season's all year long.
Yeah, comic book season, movie season's all year long. But this is the one time of year where every nerd comes down, geek, whatever. Everybody who just enjoys everything fandom comes down to San Diego Convention Center.
Our home.
And our home, actually, yeah. And where we get to talk about all things comic books and movies and TV and all that good stuff, right?
Are you excited for Comic-Con, my friend?
Oh, I'm super excited, man. I will be missing it, unfortunately. But my co-host with the Mo-host will be prowling the streets that night. Oh, yeah. So if you catch him on the street, say what's up, hi to him, all that good stuff.
Yes, do that. I'll probably carry around a camera so you can give. We can just say hi on camera. I'll make a nice little video of this. A nice little Movie Brewhouse vlog.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So, Deej, I'm going to go ahead and let them know what's going on with this episode, since it is a little bit different. Instead of a trailer like we normally do, we're going to be talking about like anticipated things about Comic-Con that we want to talk about, right? Yeah. All things movie related too. We're not going to cover anything TV, comic books, or any other kind of subset of film other than movies. That way we can kind of keep us concise, right?
Of course. We're Movie Brewhouse Productions.
We're Movie Brewhouse Productions. That's what we do. And then after that, we're going to be heading into a review of Wonder Woman. Which, we both saw in theaters when it came out.
Yep.
But we didn't get a chance to actually do a review for you guys, so we're going to do it right now with spoilers.
Yeah, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
We got more.
We do got more.
In our third segment, we're going to be talking about the best comic book movie to come out each year for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Not 2017. No.
Yeah, we're not excluding that because it's not quite done yet. Who knows?
It's not quite done yet. We still got a couple more movies coming out for that.
Maybe a Ragnarok might dethrone the Wolverine.
Yeah, Justice League.
That comes out this year?
Yeah, it comes out this year.
It comes out early. Well, they don't want to compete with the next Infinity War.
Yeah, so that's why they're doing it a little bit earlier, I bet. But so we're not going to include this year, so we're going to do from 2012 to 2016. I know that's weirdly 4 years, but 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016.
Either way, still a solid chunk of movies, especially in comic book movies. We have a nice flat years and a lot more exciting years.
Yeah, well, it started to get harder as we were going through that list. But
yeah.
Anyways, guys, and then we're going to wrap it all up with some comic book movie-themed trivia.
Yes.
You guys saw it. We're both decently good at it. And it should be a good battle to end the night off with.
And prepare this incredible weekend.
Oh, yeah. I'm super excited. So, Deej.
Yep.
We got all these cups in front of us. Go ahead and let the people know at home that are watching us, that want to play along. What are all these cups doing here?
Well, we do a power hour, guys, and we can talk about movies sober, way too easy. We take a shot of beer every minute for an hour. Because that's just how our lives are right now. I'm really excited for comic book movies because we're actually going to take a break. This is such a jam-packed July. We've been doing this every week.
This is our 4th episode of Jam-Packed July.
Yes.
So we're going to take a couple weeks break, and then we're going to come back stronger than ever for our normal schedule once every other week.
And normal schedules of 6 beers for you.
Yeah.
But it's going to change next time because, unfortunately, I lost again. So now I have 7 beers.
My win streak continues. Jam-Packed July has been my month.
Yes.
So
it's Casey July for CJ.
Deej, I think we did a lot of introducing there and all that good stuff. I think it's time to get into the meat of this. Let's go ahead and start the clock.
Let's do it, man.
Woo!
Ooh, dang.
All right. So, like we were talking about at the beginning of this, we're going to be doing all things Comic-Con, especially Comic-Con movie-related stuff.
Yep.
So, with this first segment, we're just going to be talking about some of the major studios that are going to be coming out with movies. First up of which is going to be 20th Century Fox, which has the smallest amount of movies that are coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and list them for you, Deej, and then I'll catch your thoughts about what you're thinking.
Okay.
Okay, so
Shoot them to me, my man.
The biggest thing that's going to be coming out for Comic-Con for 20th Century Fox is going to be Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Now, we've already seen trailers for this. It's coming out in September, which I'm really excited about. I was a really big fan of the first Kingsman movie. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I am pretty excited for it. When the first Kingman was coming out, especially my initial thoughts, I wasn't going to be taking it seriously, but it ended up being a huge hit. So we're just going to follow it up with what looks like an exciting movie.
It was extremely fun. So it's still going to be in the hands of geez, I already forgot the name. I'm blanking.
Just say Warner Bros.
It's going to be in the same hands of the same director. I think it's Matthew Vaughn that directed it. So it's going to be in the same hands, and I have faith in him because he's come out with a lot of great movies, and there's no reason why to not continue that trend, right?
Yeah, especially since knock on wood. Wait, that's coming out this year?
It's coming out this year in September.
Right. So knock on wood. But I mean, 2017 has been doing pretty well.
Yeah,
I think that's just going to be the trend.
Yeah,
good movies.
I'm really excited, and it's bringing in the American side of it, which I think is really fun with Channing Tatum coming in and Halle Berry. I think that's going to be fun. They are the statesmen, so I think that makes it a lot of playful funness that I really enjoy from these movies, and zaniness and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. Warner Brothers bringing some Fox.
Now, we have a little bit of speculation, just DJ and I here, about what's going to be coming out. And it's probably a good suggestion that we might get like a teaser or something
of
these. Deadpool 2, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
This isn't going to be following the last year's when it came out in February. This is going to be a nice summer movie, right? And they already gave us a small
But still before
teaser.
the next Comic-Con, I think. So
yeah. So it would be really nice to get a solid couple minutes.
I have a feeling we'll get a teaser in there now. What's going to be weird is Josh Brolin is going to be at if they do a Deadpool 2 thing, he'll be at the Deadpool 2 for Cable that he was casted for. And, he's also Thanos in the MCU. So he's going to be at 2 different panels, which I think would be kind of funny.
Or maybe.
And he could become super meta with it like Deadpool is. Knowing that he's going to be at 2 different panels, I think it would be a lot of fun if they did do something like that.
Yeah, that seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Is that going to be in Hall H?
I assume so, yeah. These are Hall H events, yeah.
These are all going to be filmed, right? At least I thought, at least some clips. Oh, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I am excited. The other thing that I kind of want to talk about that I don't think is going to get as much attention, but New Mutants is thinking about making a comeback or come out with that.
Okay. Are we thinking that this is going to be the just a complete recast?
Complete recast. It's supposed to be of the New Mutants comics.
Okay.
Which don't, if I remember correctly, don't really have a lot of the same people from the original comics or the original X-Men.
Are you excited
some of them still may be in there. What?
Are you excited for that? A new rebrand of kind of the X-Men kind of people?
I don't know. I talked about this in one of our previous episodes when we were talking about X-Men, the first movie. And we were talking about Logan when it came out for the Hugh Jackman Day. I don't know. I'm kind of in between about it. I've never really been that big of an X-Men fan.
Ooh, hang on there.
I said it during the episode. I really loved Logan, and Logan has been my favorite movie of the year so far. But the fact of the matter is I've never been into the X-Men as much as I have been of other properties.
You have said it, but this is pretty early in the show. I thought you were just saying that after a few drinks. All right, this is a little bit eye-opening, but honestly, I did love X-Men. That's when I first got into Marvel. Obviously, that's for a lot of people. I was a big DC fan. But having this 17-year run of Hugh Jackman and Wolverine and the X-Men, even they've been doing a few rehashes. We did get a rebooted Spider-Man.
Right.
It's so closely condensed. I kind of feel like I need a break a little bit from the X-Men before they bring out some more mutants.
Yeah, well, they're not going to do that.
Yeah, why not?
The other thing I just thought of right now that I didn't put in our show notes here, Dark Phoenix saga is supposed to continue as well with the current cast of X-Men, so we might see something with that as well.
We'll see. Oh, I mean, I'm excited for McAvoy.
Yeah, I like McAvoy, and I like, what's his name? Magneto.
Fassbender?
Yeah, Fassbender. So
my boy from 300.
I like him. He's good. Sophie Turner's great. I like her in Game of Thrones, especially recently when they beefed up her character.
Is that the Ginge? That
they all kind of are. But
all kind of.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she is. But yeah, I think she is going to do pretty well. So
Okay, yeah, she wasn't too bad.
I'm in between about.
I still
that,
need a
so.
breather.
That's like the main things with 20th Century Fox. Now let's go ahead and hop into Warner Brothers, which are going to be on Saturday at 11:30 for their panel. We got a few things coming out. Now, one thing that I'm really excited for. Well, actually, I have a little bit of mixed feelings. I'm excited on the side of excitement for it. Blade Runner 2049.
Well, why are you mixed?
Because Blade Runner, the first one, ended in a way where it didn't really feel like it needed to be visited again. And this is a sequel. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I have not seen the trailer, which came out yesterday from the time that we taped this. And I don't know. I feel like it didn't really need more in it.
Okay.
But I am excited. It's going to be Denis Villeneuve is the director who did The Arrival, which you haven't seen.
Unfortunately, I have not seen. I have not.
It was a good movie. It was Academy Award nominated.
I haven't seen Blade Runner, but believe it or not, that's one of the movies that I always wanted to see when I was a kid. That is saying one thing, but on the other hand, I still haven't seen it, so, F me. Anyway, I am excited that
check it out.
Harrison Ford is coming back, that they're not just doing redo, but then again...
but Harrison Ford is kind of getting up there in age where he's not really... But I don't know if he's going to be bringing the same kind of intensity the same kind of drive for it.
We had Indiana Jones, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Right. And then that didn't do so well, and then he got older and wiser, and then he did Star Wars, and that was pretty great.
Yeah.
So let's just be a little optimistic here.
I am excited.
I am optimistic. Plus, they have my boy from Drive.
Yeah.
Ryan
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
Yeah. He's good. I like him. I don't think fine.
I don't think he would accept a.
He's gonna play
bad movie.
Here's the thing I think is going to be a little interesting, and then we'll go on to the next topic. Mm-hmm. Ryan Gosling in Drive played a very quiet person. I think he's going to play the same kind of person in this movie to an extent. Quiet, that's kind of how Harrison Ford's character was in the movie. So,
do you think that is going to be more of a passing of the torch?
I don't know. I'd really hate to see this come out to be like a whole new universe and everything like that. People are already trying to connected to Alien with the Wayland Corp and everything like that. I really just want it to be done and over with after that. So, anyways, we're going to touch on this one real quick here. It's called Ready Player One. This is a Steven Spielberg film that's coming in the works. It's got TJ Miller in it. And it's basically kind of like a video game movie that's not based on a video game.
But TJ Miller, is this going to be a comedy?
No, it's going to be action sci-fi thriller. He's in it. I don't think he's the main person. I think the main person is a Hannah something.
Montana.
I can't remember. No, can't remember her last name. But I think she's going to end up being the main person. But anyways, Steven Spielberg film. Why not be excited? He hasn't really been hitting it out of the park lately. But he definitely has the cred to just kind of keep rolling with whatever he wants to do. So
yeah, it's certainly an experience still. And BFG is no Back to the Future. But I'm so excited.
Next up, though, we're getting into the meat of Warner Brothers here. Justice League.
Ooh.
Now, with the success of Wonder Woman, how excited should we be for Justice League?
Well, we have Wonder Woman. We have Batman v Superman, so let's just bring it down. Suicide Squad.
Way down.
In Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, we did get Batman, who is going to be basically the leader of the Justice League.
Right.
So we don't know what Momoa's Aquaman is going to do, and we don't know what is his name Miller, the Flash.
Oh, Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller, yeah.
And the guy who plays Cyborg. He's going to be in it. I can't remember his name. He's relatively new.
Yeah, but Ezra Miller in Fantastic Beasts, I just saw the Stanford Experiment, I think it was called. I love that guy.
He's really good. I think he's got a nice charm with his acting.
And for 3 out of the 5, I can comfortably say I'm expecting something very similar to Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be interesting. I would really be curious what the difference is between Zack Snyder's version and this. I know Joss Whedon was just coming in for the rewrites and everything like that.
Reshoots, right?
Reshoots, okay. Yeah. But I think it would be kind of interesting to see what... I think there's going to be a tone shift, right? It's going to be more like Wonder Woman, for sure. It's going to be funner, more lighthearted, I assume. So I think it's going to be interesting, and I'm glad Joss Whedon's got the hands because I love Joss Whedon.
For sure.
He's one of my favorite directors. So
And one thing that I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to take away from their panel, it's one thing that DC's been doing. Personally, I think they've been doing it better than Marvel, is their trailers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to make you pumped no matter what.
And then last but not least that's supposed to be featured in this panel is Aquaman, the only other movie in the DCEU that is actually in production.
Really?
Yes. So,
okay.
they wanted to hold off. They already had started on Aquaman. But after the success of Wonder Woman, they wanted to hold off and kind of take things back a step and try to figure out what's going on.
That's a good sign.
So, but we should definitely see a trailer for Aquaman. There's no I have a feeling in my gut that it's going to be there, so we should definitely see some.
CJ, I have a one quick question as a prediction. Do you think he's going to look like he's holding his breath underwater during that trailer like he did in Batman v Superman?
Doubt it.
You doubt it? Okay.
So, the only other things that I kind of thought about for Warner Brothers is maybe the Flash director getting announced.
Okay.
Because they've been in kind of turmoil with that. But I think that's pretty much it. I really don't see much else coming from Warner Brothers other than these things that we highlighted here.
Yeah. Seems right.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, everybody or a lot of people's favorite studio right now, comic book studio,
Because they're
is
still red hot.
Marvel.
Yep.
Now, we got Thor Ragnarok, which is probably going to take up a big chunk of what's to come for Comic-Con, right? Because Thor Ragnarok comes out in November.
Yeah, and we've only seen really one teaser.
Right.
And
We saw the one trailer that came out.
and we know it's going to be Thor and the Hulk, and we're probably going to be able to see a little bit more, obviously, but I'm wondering if they're... Obviously, I don't think they're going to throw Spider-Man in there, but since this is post-Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm wondering if they are going to put a little bit more Easter eggs in the next couple trailers.
I bet that for those of you that are going to be at the panel there, I bet they're going to showcase the whole MCU cast.
Like they did at D23?
Yeah, same thing. I think there is going to be a lot of repeats from D23 that you're going to see at Comic-Con, just because not everybody could go to D23, and most of everybody that would be interested in Marvel at D23 is going to be at Comic-Con. So I think you're going to see a lot of the same. Just like the Avengers Infinity War, which is also on this list I have here. You'll probably see that trailer that they dropped.
Yeah, that I still can't find.
Panel. Yeah, because you're not supposed to.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody holds their phone like this in a theater.
The other thing that's going to be really featured in this is Black Panther.
Yes.
Now, I saw the trailer for Black Panther. Looks awesome.
Yep. They're sporting some RTJ, Run the Jewels.
Yeah.
And I was really happy about that.
They do, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to see how that movie's going to come out.
I hope they show a little bit more of the cast, because I remember when they were announcing the movie, they showed a S-ton. They did that last year, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I want to see a little bit more of that, and I'm excited. I kind of want them to focus a little bit more on Black Panther versus Infinity War, even though Infinity War is going to be pretty exciting.
Right.
It's just like, I don't know, we still got tons of time for it.
So,
I'll take what I can get.
All that being said, I want to just talk about a couple points of speculation here. Now, we know that Ant-Man and the Wasp is supposed to come out next year after Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
Should we see anything from that? I'm thinking we might see some concept art, maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff. I would see. I kind of doubt a trailer at all.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do a trailer.
I don't even think they're in production really yet.
Concept art does seem pretty right. Maybe they'll announce the villain.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Of the story. And
then the other thing I kind of want to talk about, which is also supposed to come out next year, I think, if I remember correctly. Geez, I feel like I'm not remembering things now. Captain Marvel
the alcohol?
with Brie Larson.
Yes.
I feel like we should probably get something about that. Last year she got announced, right?
Yeah.
So this year they might show like just a little bit more inner workings and stuff like that.
Have they locked down the schedule of when that was going to be released?
I think it's supposed to be late November.
November of 2018?
2018, yeah. I think it's supposed to be November. I can't remember, though, specifically what date it was supposed to be by. I think it was supposed to be late 2018.
Yeah.
So.
Right, yeah, good point of bringing that one up. Do you think they're going to announce an Iron Man 4? No.
No.
Okay. No, I think that's a pretty...
Yeah.
pretty jam-packed.
I think
a pin.
I don't think we need another Iron Man movie.
I don't know.
I
don't know, I
The
just
first
really
one
liked
was
him.
so good.
Yeah.
The second one was so bad.
It wasn't
And the
so
third
bad.
one
It was just
so
such a
okay.
drop. And the third one
Was so okay.
can't really carry the weight of Iron Man 2.
So I don't think we'll see another one, at least for a little while. And I think obviously the events of what's going to happen in the second Infinity War movie that's tentatively named something else. It was originally supposed to be part 2, but now it's supposed to be like a completely different movie or something like that.
Infinity Aftermath.
That I think is going to have a pretty big toll on it. So let's go ahead and pause the clock right there.
Wait, how about announce that?
What?
I want to. This was for the.
Oh, well, I was thinking about our old schedule, guys.
My bad.
Did you want to talk about it right now? Or did
I want
you
to talk about it right now. So
All right, go for it.
Really
Continue
quick.
Power Hour.
forget that few seconds. Yeah, and I'm really excited for these panels. In fact, I made a nice little poster right behind us. So this isn't going to be the Wonder Woman poster. We're so excited for this weekend. I'm just going to be highlighting a couple of movies from Comic-Con that should have some press. One thing that we didn't touch on was maybe they're going to show something for Jurassic World 2.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a big one. And Dark Tower.
Dark Tower, yeah.
And, well,
The
yeah,
Stephen King movie. I wasn't sure how much they were going to do with that because of how close it is. It's coming out early August.
You were telling me something that was pretty interesting, that it might be like a gateway, right?
That's how the book is.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what the movie's going for at all or anything like that.
So what makes me a
It's
little bit
supposed to be
excited
very
for it,
loosely connected to the other. And I say very loosely.
I'm just wondering if they're going to have like a nice section where they can have like some figurines of what it could possibly be. I don't know. That'd be kind of wacko. But anyway, we have Justice League. We have The Dark Tower. We have Thor Ragnarok. Kingsman Circle.
The Golden Circle.
The Golden Circle. And we have It, which I'm actually excited for. I don't know who else is excited for.
I
the
am
reboot.
excited for it.
Except for got the Black Panther. That's the only one without a color scheme. I just made it black and white because
Right.
I kind of feel I lose the integrity if I made him like yellow. We got Deadpool 2, which that'd be
We
kinda
talked
nice,
about.
yeah. Ninjago, which
Lego Ninjago.
I don't think they're gonna have any big drops.
Mhm.
I just think they're gonna have a big booth with a ton of
Mm-hmm.
Legos. Jurassic World 2, and I have not seen the original Blade Runner,
Mm-hmm.
but my main host with a more host, I just gave him a nice little panel down here with Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's go ahead. I paused it already. Eloy, I'm going to need you to go ahead and you have some things that you want to talk about when it comes to Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, I do. I didn't know they were doing an Aquaman spinoff already, or their standalone movie, which is pretty cool. I mean, you sold me on the fact that it sounds like a pretty interesting movie, but I'm kind of reluctant about it because, I mean, you know, storyline, I can't be sold on a storyline. However, visually, it's probably really cool. Anything that deals with the water is really, really cool, in my opinion. I mean, you know, some people will argue that Waterworld didn't do so well, but I say that it was awesome. So maybe Aquaman will be along the same lines, that it's going to be really, really cool. And I am excited about Justice League and seeing all those guys and that whole cast out here. For example, I have high hopes for Ezra Miller. Like, something about that guy, there's like a spark in it that he's got something about him. He's a young dude. He's, you know, getting out there into the film industry, and he's, you know, he's doing his little side roles, his little supporting roles. But in those little side supporting roles, he's got something that's standing out about him quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to him just like branch out and maybe do its own like Flash spinoff. I'm surprised that they didn't go with it that way as opposed to Aquaman. But hey, that's, you know, movie productions, contracts, and all the back end that we don't see.
Yeah. Man, what
Well,
great
yeah,
feedback.
Yeah, I like it a lot. He fits it all in those like 2 small minutes too. You know, we just spent like 15 minutes talking about it, and then he just goes and shows us up with those 2 minutes, just highlighting everything.
He
Not
knows
at
his
all,
words
man.
well.
I nitpick a little bit. That's about it.
Well, cheers to you. I know you just finished your shot, but
Yeah, I
we're going to
already
take the
did.
break right here. Click.
Cheers.
Click. All right, guys. So that was our pee break that we just had with Eloy there. He talked about what he was expecting for Comic-Con and what we were just talking about. So with that being said, we're heading into our second segment, which I talked about at the beginning of this show. We're going to be reviewing Wonder Woman because we didn't get a chance to do it earlier in the year.
Right.
So,
And now you get the straight cut to the spoilers.
straight cut to the spoilers. All right, with that being said, even though I was super animated for that, guys, yes, this is a spoiler review. So if you have not seen Wonder Woman, I don't even really know how much we're going to go into spoiler territory, but
Just a little bit.
Probably a little bit. You'll definitely be spoiled, but I don't think we're going to go too spoiler heavy. But if you haven't seen it, please go watch it because this was a great movie, and I don't want your movie viewing experience to be ruined by us talking about it. So if you want to keep watching the episode, click ahead for our third segment where we'll be talking about it in about 15 minutes. Yeah. But anyways, Deej, let's go ahead and start the clock.
Let's do it, man.
Ooh, that one wasn't as good.
That was really bad.
So.
Get over.
Woo! All right.
That one was more violent.
Let's go ahead, Deej. We're going to be reviewing Wonder Woman. We saw this back when it came out in theaters, and like I keep saying, we did not have a chance to review it, so that's why we're doing it now.
Yes, but
and it was the hottest topic of last year's Comic-Con.
Yeah, it even falls in your top 3, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell them later or now?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Well, let's tell them later.
But this was like one of the biggest things about Comic-Con last year. That trailer dropped, and you know what? That trailer hype definitely stuck to it for the movie, and I really enjoyed it, which we'll be talking about here in a second. Like we normally do, I'm gonna give like a little brief plot summary
Brief epic
in my summary voice that I have, my epic summary voice, and here we go.
Here we go, my man.
Here we go. Wonder Woman tells the origin story of Diana, Princess of the Amazons, whose small world on Themyscira was opened up when a pilot crash lands onto the island and tells the Great War happening in the outside world. Diana decides to leave her homeland in pursuit of ending the war, but along the way she discovers more about herself and her true destiny. So, not spoiler heavy for that plot summary because I originally wrote this for when we were going to be doing a review, but definitely gives you the idea for what the movie's about.
Yeah, this is a movie about self-discovery for her and the other characters, which made it really full. That was some of the best parts. I mean, yeah, Gal Gadot was I think she pronounced it Gadot. Gal.
We had this joke in one of our previous
did.
episodes.
So our girl Diana, she was brilliant when she was introduced in Batman v Superman, and I even said that she stole the movie. I don't mean that she was just good. It's more she was shoehorned in. She
was shoehorned in, but she was definitely the most badass part out of that movie.
She was great, and honestly, the impression you got of her there was just improved upon. She was such a great casted character, and her character was really good to follow. She acted to the part. I'm not going to say that it was lackluster in any way. I said this in our review. She seems like Wonder Woman to me.
Yeah, no, she is my Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
like I'm not going to doubt that at all. She is my Wonder Woman. I look at her and she's that. Yeah. So
gorgeous and strong.
She was wonderful. I really liked her. You see what I did there? I really thought she played the humor timing, the comedic timing really well.
Yes. Surprising because Chris Pine is really experienced in the action and comedy, so I didn't know if she'd be able to keep up opposite with him.
Dude, talk about a good actor in that movie, by the way. Chris Pine was awesome. I was so worried going into this movie that he was going to be the guy who was just the goofy sidekick.
Yeah.
You know, and he was actually really strong.
Yeah.
He had a couple parts where he was like, what? You know, what are you talking about? You know, but
I got to play along.
He felt more of like an equal rather than just being a sidekick to me. And his part was phenomenal, and I'm gushing about this movie, but
yeah, this movie about self-discovery, he was discovering himself too, because he is a bit of a, he's an undercover kind of dude.
Yeah, well, he's an undercover spy for. Yeah.
Was
it the Americans? He was working out of the British office.
Yeah,
but
and he had like
foreign
friends.
Yeah, but he only had the American accent, so I wasn't really sure. I didn't catch that part in the movie. Go ahead, guys. Put it down in the comments.
Correct us.
But yeah, dude, he was great. So you're talking about best leading lady, now best supporting character.
Yeah.
And I thought all the characters that surrounded this movie were really good.
Even I forgot his name, Spud from Trainspotting. Is that his name?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
He in Trainspotting and even the Trainspotting 2 trailer, he just seemed really, really goofy. And he was goofy in this movie too, but even though it was just so ridiculously like, oh, this guy's just gonna be for comic relief, even the smaller characters had like some pretty good depth to them.
Yeah.
And getting off of
Ewan Bremer, by the way.
okay, thank you.
Bremner.
Oh, Ewan, like McGregor.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about that.
Yeah, the 2 Ewans.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought we got enough of the side characters to know where they kind of came from and everything, but not in your face about it or didn't take up too much time.
And that was the funny thing, because that is so unlike what we saw in the last DC movie. And I think that was Suicide Squad.
Right.
The backstory was just bad exposition.
This is Katana.
Or yeah,
Her
or
sword
baseball
strap-
cards of them. I wouldn't want to get killed by her.
Yeah, her sword traps the souls of her victims. Like, we're just gonna pass over that part because that's pretty intense.
Yo, she's just kind of loony. Like, anyway, yeah. So it was super shocking, and I remember going into this, I'm like, Suicide Squad looked great, wasn't great. This looks super great. Probably isn't gonna be great. And honestly, if for those of you who haven't seen it and who have for some reason not turned, have fast forward the video, to me it was just as exciting, if not more, than the trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The battle at Themyscira in the beginning.
Yeah.
When the Germans came in, the Nazis came in. That battle was awesome.
Killing Jenny.
The No Man's what?
Killing Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And I actually was emotional
God,
about it.
I'm gonna do terrible at this trivia game. I'm really bad with names right now.
It's okay, man. Me
Robin
too.
Wright, that was it.
Oh my God! I thought we were gonna pass over that. Okay. And what other battles are you talking about?
The No Man's Land battle was awesome, metaphorical as well. No man can go through, but a woman can.
Oh, is it when she's first in her suit, just walking?
Well, when they're in the trenches, right?
Yeah.
And she goes over the trenches to the other side, and that whole her holding you see it in the trailer, but her holding the shield there, it's way better when you're watching the movie.
Yeah.
And it's just so powerful. And,
You just want to stand up and cheer, even though
it was awesome, man. I really like it.
And what I did like about that, because it is her like, why can't we help them at that point? They're like, we just can't. And my favorite part about this is that people are gearing towards Wonder Woman because, oh yeah, women's strength, but it is her being like strong as an individual, like saying, why can't we do these kind of things?
Well, I did not think that this movie was overly feministic.
No, the reason I was afraid about that, I don't know if this happened when it was released or maybe a screening like a week or two before, but they were saying, all women can get in for free for like one specific area. I'm like, all right, come on. That just promotes division. Yeah. So that's another thing that I liked about these action scenes. It wasn't just like this woman can kick ass.
Right.
It's just
and I just
fighting for people.
Like I mentioned, this movie's not overly feminist. So that was nice, and I I'm always a big proprietor of not creating a division. Like you were just talking about, like, one side is better than the other or whatever. I think it's really important to just have strong characters and make them strong. And they definitely did that for this movie. So,
yeah.
I'm really, it was great. Now, this was the standout of the DCEU.
Yeah.
And just
by a mile.
And a lot of comic book movies, too. But
yeah,
we've been gushing about this enough, Deej. This movie's not absolutely perfect.
Which is great, because when talking about the characters, I was going to move on to the villains.
Yeah. So the villain, what's his name? Professor Lupin from Harry Potter.
Yeah, who wasn't announced until he is in it, which was
Thewlis. David Thewlis, I think it was.
David Thewlis. What's his character's name? Ares.
Yeah, Ares.
God of War.
He was also posing as the British Senate member or whatever that he was, Parliament member.
He was calm, cool, select, a little bit not not witty, but it's like, oh, this is the kind of guy in this in all these men of power that I will kind of like. And then when he's revealed as the villain, it's like, oh, sneaky.
It wasn't that bad of a reveal,
Right. Until they
until the battle sequence.
Yeah, until the battle sequence where he gets the armor, which after looking after the movie when he's supposed to look like the actual villain, I guess that's cool. But for me, it was kind of a big shift. It wasn't grounded because until they revealed him,
it was really grounded.
Yeah. Until they revealed him, it's like, I need to kill Ares. And then the whole moral of the story is like, you know what? Ares isn't the reason humans are killing each other.
Yeah. That's a really big theme. That's not the reason. You can't blame one thing for it happening. But I did like how Ares was the, kind of like the overarching, kind of like feeding them information to kind of drive it further.
Like the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah. I thought that was an interesting take. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I thought that was an interesting take. And I know you're about to get into this in a second. The last battle sequence was a little hokey.
Yeah. It just seemed a little bit different.
It just wasn't the same as the rest of the movie that we watched.
Right. I mean, it wasn't necessarily bad.
But it was awesome, her discovering her true power.
It was.
Right, because a lot of this movie was her trying to figure out her own abilities and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And she discovers who she really is toward the end. I thought that was really, really good and well done, although the battle at the end was hokey. But one thing I really did like about the ending was the emotional context that she and Chris Pine had. Oh my gosh. Spoilers again, where he goes to save everybody by taking all the poisonous gas up into the air and blowing himself up. I did almost cry. Yeah, because it was really emotional.
We were watching this with our engineer Josephine, and I've said this a couple of times at parties, but it's absolutely true. So next time she's doing Movie Pictionary, you can comment and laugh at her. She actually cried during the pod racing scene of when Anakin won, because he's free. And I always tease her for crying in movies, but I almost cried too.
Yeah, it was really powerful and emotional, and I think Chris Pine sold it for me.
Yeah, he didn't just bang, he shot. He just held it there, and he stared. You get to see his,
and you get to watch him do it as he's coming to terms with what he's gonna do for everybody there, and
get chills pretty quickly.
It was really good.
Well done.
I liked it.
Right? Yeah.
So, with all that being said there, DJ, we just kind of gave our full review of what our thoughts about it were. Mm-hmm. Now we come down to what we think the movie should be, right? And we have this new system that we've been working off of. So, without revealing anything, we've already heard such things as a one beer buzz. Mm-hmm. We've heard of things as half drunk, like you just saw in our last episode, guys. What did you give this rating, DJ?
Well, we shared notes, but I didn't.
I think we have different ratings.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
mine is going to be my last rating of the movie Power Hour. It is going to be a one beer buzz.
It is
because the first 2/3 of this movie is darn near flawless, but the last, just the ending, it brought it down just a little bit for me. To which, if I had a beer, I'd be like, "Damn, dude, Ares, this is perfect." So, otherwise, if I was sober, I lost it a little bit. So I give it a one beer buzz. How about you?
I gave it, and which is weird because I'm a little harsher on the system than you are. I gave this a stone cold sober.
Woo!
Woo!
All right.
Our first stone cold sober since the new change.
You know what? That's even bigger because all we do is drink on this channel. So
yeah,
you wouldn't even not a sip.
Loved this movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
It sucks because the only reason why it sucks. I know that sounds weird when I just said that, but the thing that I'm thinking about right now, which it really does suck about this, is that Logan was even better. And it's going to get overshadowed by that a little bit.
A little bit.
But, dude, I cannot praise this movie enough. It was so well done. I was so satisfied in this movie that you do not, in my opinion, need anything to get through it. You are locked and loaded throughout the whole movie and thoroughly enjoyed.
That's a very fair review, my friend. Well, now, where do you put this as? Because we are halfway through 2017. we do have Logan as our number one favorite.
Right.
I guess the only comparisons are Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Spider-Man. Where do you have it?
For comic book movies,
For
right?
comic book movies, of course.
Well,
Get Out
and
over
I
this.
guess the other movies are kind of, they fall in line somewhere there.
Somewhere.
But, yeah, Logan was my number one movie. Wonder Woman is my number two
Your number
favorite
two.
movie. Probably out of all the movies I've seen this year, number two.
Oh, not
Just
bad.
out of not even comic book movies. This is number two best movie I've seen this year.
Not bad. It's up there for me too. I don't know if I would say top 4, but definitely pretty
Dang,
high up
top
there
4?
because, well, I mean, I loved Get Out and Split.
Yeah.
I would put Spider-Man a little bit over this for me, but at the same time, both of them are so incredible. I wouldn't even call it a loss, you know?
Yeah.
The only reason Spider-Man tips it up for me is because there was a point towards the third act where I thought it wasn't going to be that great, and then it got better. So I like the third act a little bit more in Spider-Man than I did in Wonder Woman. Otherwise, both great movies.
Yeah, they're both great movies. I just really like Wonder Woman. I think it stands to show. It sounds overly hokey and sentimental, but I think it stands to show that anybody can put on a good movie. Well, not anybody.
Oh,
the
geez.
right person can put on a good movie.
Okay. I'm
Right.
behind that one.
And it doesn't matter if you're male, female, whatever. If you are good, you are going to put out a good movie. And I just love that sentiment about it, and I think it just holds more weight. And I think I did enjoy Wonder Woman more than I did Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Dude, that's fair. That was a great movie. For me, I just wanted maybe a little buzz, tiny buzz.
With that being said, I know I say that a lot, guys. That you can catch that as my catchphrase.
I put a supercut and put it as my workout playlist, man. I like it.
With that being said, guys, we're heading into our third segment right now, and like I was talking about in the beginning, I've said that a lot too this episode. We are going to be talking about the best comic book movie of each year for the past 5 years, 2017 excluded. Because 2017 is not finished yet.
Plus, we gave you our number one so far.
Yeah, so far. We already kind of did. So, 2012, guys, out of the most popular movies, I would say, because I'm not going to list all of the movies that are, we're talking comic book specific. We picked The Avengers.
The Avengers, of
as
course.
our favorite movie of 2012 for comic book movies.
Edging out Amazing Spider-Man, Dark Knight Rises,
Right.
Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, which
which was never even in the conversation.
I don't know, man. It was edging it out. And then Dredd with 2 Ds, and I have not seen
Which
that
was
one either.
also not in the conversation.
Right. So, The Avengers, we would like to explain it, but
I think it's pretty obvious.
it's
the first culmination of something that we never thought was going to happen before.
and it was also one of the first ones where like, okay, you're trying to come up with this universe. Now you're going to bring all these comic characters together. All right, let's see what's going to happen. And it was flat out amazing.
And it was amazing. It definitely, I think it catches a little higher rating in a lot of people's eyes because it is a culmination of something that took 4 movies, five movies to get to by that point. You know?
And I even think
4 or 5.
Edward Norton's
4 or 5.
I think 5. Let's just say 5
Whatever.
after a couple of beers. But I think Edward Norton's Hulk, even
I
though it
guess that
wasn't
one
planned,
counts,
it
yeah.
was count.
It does count in the MCU. So I think nobody expected it to happen. So I think that was another thing. And plus the action sequences were great. Tom Hiddleston was great as the villain, even though it gets really generic-y at the end.
Oh, crap.
But you all right there?
Yeah, dude, those were like, I think I filled up those 3 the most, and and coincidentally. All right, yeah, but Tom Hiddleston, and this is where you get to finally see Hawkeye in it, which, give or take, that is kind
You
of
saw
cool.
him in Thor.
No, I mean, like, really in it.
Oh,
like,
really
getting
in
to
it.
see him get nitty-gritty and stuff. And I'll bring up how I feel about this movie versus Ultron in a little bit.
In a little bit, yeah.
But what's up with 2013?
Because that came out a couple years later.
Yes.
So we got a few years in between of there.
Yeah, let's take a breather, come back in a couple years.
Let's get into 2013, guys. We chose as the best comic book movie of 2013, Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Yep, beating out Iron Man 3, another Man of Metal, and
Adamantium.
Wolverine. Wolverine is adamantium. Iron Man is made out of iron, I think. And
His suit is.
we have
I guess to an
Kick-Ass 2.
extent. Not really, though.
Kick-Ass 2. And Thor the Dark World. Thor the Dark World was really good, but honestly, looking back, it just didn't really quite stand out.
And you really liked the Wolverine.
I did. It's one of my favorite X-Men movies. The best part about those two, the Wolverine and Logan. Logan is flat out one of my favorite movies, surprisingly. But the Wolverine was probably because I kind of like stupid action movies or stupid comedies. But
Hey, that's okay.
the Wolverine,
man.
it's okay.
Be confident in your
We're
opinions,
drinking, man. That's okay. All right. So and. The Wolverine,
That's what happens when you drink, folks.
Yeah, it is Wolverine centric, which is my favorite X-Men, and there is tons of action, and he's super ripped. There's another plus.
Hugh Jackman ripped.
Hugh Jackman ripped. That's next level ripped. And so, but yeah, I feel like Man of Steel does edge out them as a whole. There is a few Chris Nolan touches on the movie,
Right, and he was an
great.
executive producer of it.
Uh-huh.
It was a really dark take on Superman, which I think was interesting and fresh compared to the happy-go-lucky, Christopher Reeves movies.
Yes. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. But I think it was interesting, and even though I fell asleep the first time because I was hungover, I don't know why I keep trying to watch these movies hungover.
It's rest time.
It was good. It addressed a lot of the problems that I had with it toward the third act in BVS, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So I think knowing that kind of helped give it a better rating, in my opinion. But I did think it was a good movie. It was nice. It was a interesting take on seeing the world of Krypton for a little while, rather than it just all being on Earth.
Yeah.
So I liked it. General Zod, Michael Shannon's awesome.
Yeah,
I
really liked him. A couple people are mixed on it, but you know what? You guys are being prudes. I liked him.
And we're also talking about 2013. We're not talking about the best comic book movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
So,
but the last thing I want to talk about it is Man of Steel here and Man of Steel in and Superman in Batman v Superman. I do surprisingly I like this take of a very solemn,
stoic
Superman. Not because he's he's just some dude in tights in red, yellow, and blue, but
and that's not nearly what we would get in real life, right?
Yeah.
It's way more grounded for a person who is invincible. Yeah, pretty much.
And for some reason, it really attracted me to that direction of the character.
Right.
So that's why I probably agree with it too.
Cool.
But we're on number 1. So up next we got
2014. So with that being said, 2014 was a difficult one.
It was.
We had some really good movies and we had some real stinkers.
Yeah, we did.
With that being said, it really came down to a 3-way tie until we kind of really worked it out to try to figure it out. The 3-way tie was between Captain America Winter Soldier, the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and X-Men Days of Future Past.
Fantastic movies that would probably be a number 1 in any other year. They're pretty darn great.
Now, after DJ and I, we worked this out. We tried to figure it out. We had some intense arguments trying to figure it out. We decided that Captain America Winter Soldier was the best movie of that year for comic book movies.
And it's also beating out incredible ones like TMNT and Snowpiercer. So what you guys got to check out Snowpiercer on Netflix.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I was going to say The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Trying to be sarcastic.
That killed the franchise. But we do have a Snowpiercer. Check it out. It's actually really, really great. But you had some interesting points on why Winter Soldier was the best.
Winter Soldier, I think, was the best. Not only for the great acting in it. What's his name? Who played the Falcon?
Papa Doc.
Yeah, Papa Doc. Not his.
I don't know his actor name though.
But Anthony Mackie. He didn't feel so much as a sidekick as he did in Civil War, which we'll be talking about a little bit later.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really great. And it was a real espionage movie, and it was a real blend of genres that we finally got to keep this comic book genre alive. Because, as we all know, comic book genre movies are a lot of, here's the hero, here's the villain, how are they going to take out the villain?
Yeah.
Now we have this whole organization melded in spy movie that takes over another organization, and you got to figure out, oh, I'm against the line. Nobody can trust me. Well, now I got to figure out how to fix it. You know? And I really thought that was more industry leading almost.
It was the debut of the Russos, which I'm really glad that they're
who
in
did
the
a
hands
lot
of
of
them.
Community episodes, believe it or not, and some Arrested Development episodes. So
Well, because
they
those
did a lot
movies
of,
are freaking amazing.
You mean TV shows?
TV shows.
Yeah, they did a lot of TV though, and this was their real introduction into movies. So,
But to me, I kind of feel like I could be way wrong. They could have been planning this from the start, but I feel like that spawned a lot more of the variety like that we're getting from Netflix. Like we have Daredevil, which is gritty but still really good action show,
right?
And we have Jessica Jones, which is
like a cop
different
noir,
genre.
detective genre.
And then we have Luke Cage, which is more of a crime type of show, and then Iron Fist, which I haven't seen it.
It was good. It was, I mean,
I feel like
the last half of Iron Fist was good, but it's not a standout out of the four.
So we have action, we have a noir, we have crime, and we have
and it
not
was
stand
almost
out.
kind of like another action.
Another action, and
they didn't even hit kung fu like they should have.
I feel like that's a good 4 classes that
Yeah.
Marvel has some versatility now. So I for me, I do kind of feel like it spawns it a little bit, which made that a little bit more of an important movie, and it's great.
Right.
Some people actually think it's one of the best Marvel movies to date.
Yeah,
Or
I think I
actually
put it in. I think I put it in my top 3 of best comic or best Marvel movies that have come out.
Yeah.
MCU movies.
Who didn't?
Yeah, but I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
was ridiculously close.
It's just for the fact that how important the Winter
Right.
Soldier was. I think that just edged out Guardians of the Galaxy. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I would say, is probably the biggest debut
Yeah.
out of all of them.
So to continue the tradition of genre blending, 2015 led us to an end result, and we were talking about this a little while too. This one was a little close, not with the really bad one that I have mentioned in there, but we decided to go with Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. This is going to beat out Fantastic.
And this will probably be the most controversial to all of you people in the YouTube comment line.
Yeah, and show it. And that's beating out Fantastic, Kingsman: The Secret Service, and Age of Ultron, the Avengers.
Yes. The second Age of Ultron, or the second Avengers movie.
Second Avengers movie.
Age of
But yeah,
Ultron.
so we have Ant-Man, which you are saying that is a combination of 2 type of genres.
Heist movie and a comic book movie.
Right. And it's really cool.
I think
especially-
Age of Ultron had its charm,
it had its charm.
but I don't think it was as good as Ant-Man.
Yeah, the funny
Ant-Man was
thing is,
surprisingly good. I had no faith in Ant-Man when it was coming out.
and that's what a lot of me and or a lot of my friends and I were talking about, where it's like, and I know I have friends,
Yeah,
but
you mean, right?
but it's just like you're casting Paul Rudd as a superhero,
Right.
And he was just coming back as This Is 40, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was pretty cool seeing him as a superhero. He's super funny, as we all know, but he was actually be able to hold up the leading role and being heroic, relatively heroic. And it's just Marvel saying like, "Yo,
We can do anything.
yeah, we can do anything," which is pretty. This
So
is great.
I really tried to put up a fight for Kingsman: The Secret Service, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're really close.
All right, and
I had a lot of fun with Kingsman: The Secret Service, but
That's a
in
good
the
movie.
end, Ant-Man edged it out, I think, and when we were doing our debates almost
I feel like
about
it's
which one
appropriate.
was more enjoyable,
enjoyable, yeah.
which one was more fun, which
Well,
one
you got
was our
Pina and
favorites.
Rudd, my man. How are you gonna ruin that one?
Yeah.
But one thing I did want to talk about for Ultron is for me, I really, really liked it when it first came out. So many people did not, but I kind of feel like
I never thought it was terrible or anything like that.
Right. Some people like to shit on it, but I kind of felt like the people who like to shit on it is because they were too drunk off of the first Avengers, which, in my opinion,
not off beers.
Not off beers. There we go.
Callback.
Callback. So I kind of feel like if Age of Ultron was the first kind of movie that you were introduced with the Avengers, I do feel like you would have been more impressed by it. I kind of felt like it took away the magic that the first Avengers came up with, and that's just a theory. There's no real way you can prove it.
Yeah.
Kind of like your first experience versus your second experience, which was better. Well, this one popped my cherry, so I kind of put this one above the second one.
Yeah.
So that's what I have it as. I kind of think that Age of Ultron
deserves a second look.
No,
at least.
Take aim on my forehead. I kind of
right,
feel
we're
that
getting
Age
into
of
that.
Ultron may or may not have been a better movie than Avengers. Cheers.
I think you're going to be alone on that one, Deej. Last but not least, and we got to rush through this a little bit here, but
Christ.
this is supposed to be our little debate one that we're not going to really be able to cover as much. But for 2016, we had a really action-packed year, and we have movies like Deadpool, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. We got Captain America: Civil War. We got X-Men: Apocalypse, which is not that good. Doctor Strange, which is decent.
It was decent.
Suicide Squad, which was terrible. So it really came down to Deadpool and Captain America: Civil War,
Which are hands down, surprisingly, some of the best comic book movies you're going to see.
right? So we couldn't decide. We're going to talk a little bit about it. We're going to give you our quick statements. Quick, being the operative word, DJ.
We're not going to box here.
And you guys get to decide down in the comments which one was better and which one can not be as good. So, with that being said, I'm on the side of Captain America: Civil War. You're on the side of Deadpool. So,
keep in mind, just because he says the F word a lot does not make it a better movie. This was actually a much more complete movie. So when you're commenting that he's wrong,
complete.
please,
I don't know about that.
Please put some bulletin points.
Go ahead and throw out your statement here, Deej. We're running slow on time. That's why I'm rushing you a little bit. So go ahead, Deej. Tell them why Deadpool is the best movie of 2016, and then I'll give my statement.
Deadpool is an incredible movie. One, not only does it totally... I forgot that word, but brings back Ryan Reynolds from the first Deadpool and X-Men Origins Wolverine. He totally redeemed himself for it. But this is... I'm not going to say it's unbelievably romantic, but he does have a goal. He does have a proper storyline with who he's going after, why he's going after him, and you're introduced with a ton of fun of why the character, of who the character is, and then you're brought into a origin story that was just so perfectly placed. And this isn't me trying to cut yours down at all. I'm just saying this was an expertly done movie that was completely surprising, and the biggest part about it is this is one of the most violent movies that came out during its times, and curse as much. This is a rated R success, which is not. This is the biggest rated R movie to that point, which is darn incredible. I feel like this movie has a lot more of a statement than Civil War did, and it was a bigger surprise.
Well, I don't know about statement there, Deej, but with all that being said, I'll just go ahead and give my quick spiel about Captain America: Civil War, and then guys, let us know in the comments who is the correct answer for 2016. Okay?
You're going to prove yourself wrong.
Well, only because I'm rushing it. So I'm probably not going to come up with that good of a statement. So, Captain America: Civil War. Probably the best action sequences that we've actually seen in a comic book movie. The best. Hands down, probably. Deadpool has a lot of endearing qualities about it when it comes to breaking the fourth wall. That was perfectly casted with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I will give that for sure, hands down.
Oh, for sure.
But the only thing I could say about Deadpool, which I think we need to revisit in the next few years and beyond, is that Deadpool probably won't be able to hold up as much as Captain America: Civil War will. it's so contained when it comes to Captain America Civil War in its own story that I don't feel like it needs to get caught up in a lot of the referential jokes that it does, and a lot of the crude humor that's in Deadpool, which I did like to an extent, but it was a little overplayed. Captain America Civil War was just really cohesive in its story. Black Panther gets introduced, Spider-Man gets introduced. You got 2 origin stories in the same movie, and they handle it so well with the rest of the movie. The introduction of Spider-Man was awesome. He was a great character. Black Panther was awesome. He was a great character. Every character was so expertly cast in this movie that it just culminates into a fantastic and enjoyable movie overall that keeps you on the edge of your seat in suspense and action and all that good stuff. It doesn't have as much humor as Deadpool does, and I will credit Deadpool with the amount of meta-ness that it had, but meta can only last so long in the times that it's set in. So that was my reasoning for Captain America Civil War being the better movie.
Fair.
So you guys let us know. We're going to go ahead and okay, we should have caught that earlier.
It's okay, man. Civil War was a good movie.
Both
of them were incredible movies. Let's take our cheers right here, or did you want Eloy to weigh in real quick?
Can Eloy do it in 40 seconds?
Sure, I can weigh in. So, I mean, you guys, I always get educated by a lot of stuff that you guys bring out. I also disagree with some of the stuff you guys bring out, but it's always awesome, really cool points. I didn't even know that some of the stuff about Deadpool that you guys threw out, which is really, really cool. As far as the other movies, I still say you guys should have gone with Guardians of the Galaxy. How you guys gonna knock that one out, man? I mean, it's continuing on, and that's building the big universe of everyone else. But anyways, back to you guys. I'll let it go.
All right. Yeah, you caught that really well. So we have 5 seconds left. Go ahead and we'll let the rest of the time run out. And you know what, Deej? We got a fan favorite section coming up here. The break.
The break, yeah. Yeah, it is.
The P break rap with the Mattman 100.
Do I still say it, or is he going to say it?
No. Mattman, he's not here, so go ahead.
100.
Yeah! As you guys may have remembered, Mattman 100, our old engineer, is still doing the raps for us. He is going to be doing another rap, Comic-Con themed based. And is that right? Comic-Con themed based?
Comic-Con base themed.
I've been drinking. I don't know.
I'm at 6 beers already.
Yeah, you had that extra beer. So he's going to be taking it from here. We're going to have a picture up of him. It's going to be a different picture than you saw last time.
Really?
You guys, hope you appreciate it. Here's Mattman 100.
Is that 7?
These nerds be cramping my style, bruh. In July, it's summertime in San Diego, drink Acronym and lime. Over track from the beach, we're going downtown. Floats flying in from way out. Bags of my chick, here they come now. Here they come down that conveyor belt. Watch 'em. Checking the pad, that's Motel 6. You think I'm gonna spend good money on this shit? Spent all money on my costume, and it's really sick. It's getting more action than my dick. Not even a lick. Seriously, not even a look. It's bad. Swag's being passed out, and I am being cashed out. I'm looking fly AF, there is no doubt. Dude walks up wondering what I'm about. Petra, he said, I was like, sure. About to get into position. Smile, sir. What the F are you deaf, he said. I want a picture with this hot chick. Nerd, go to bed. Man, it's so depressing. Even nerdy girls want to get the hot guys. On the prowl for a super hot girl to ask out. Not to prom, just out. We can get free, get our sex on. If we try hard, we may spawn. They would call that a King Con. Get it? That's a bad thing. If they just got laid, we wouldn't need this rap. Just go to your local bar and just pick up anybody at this point. I don't give a shit. 100. I'm out.
All right, that was the P break rap with the Mattman 100. He always puts out these weird raps that I don't even know if I really like, to be honest. I don't know why it's a fan favorite.
I always like it, and I'm totally not biased.
I don't know why it's a fan favorite, though, to be honest. Anyways, guys, we're heading into our trivia game, which is going to be comic book theme, or comic book movie-based theme, whatever.
That's right. What are the odds? You know,
drinking, it screws up the memory. So,
Short term.
our producer, B-Man Tree Man, which you guys may have remembered from the rom-com trivia,
My
came
favorite
up with
guy.
all of these. I'm hoping it's not a fake out for just a different genre, because I told him to do this genre. So we'll see.
All right.
But he came up with all the questions. Go ahead and tell him in the comments how well he did, how well he didn't do, whatever you can tell him. I don't care.
Right.
But our person in the booth, Eloy, is going to be reading off the rules. So, Eloy, can I have you go ahead and explain round 1 to the viewers at home?
Of course. So round 1 is multiple choice round. Each person gets 3 questions to answer, alternating between players and questions. 1 point per correct answer. Stealing is not allowed in this first round.
Okay.
All right. So, before we get into the actual game here, let's go ahead and start the clock.
Let's do it, man.
Woo!
How was that better than our second 5?
I don't know.
All right. Who's going first? The winner or the loser of last week?
Well, you know what, Deej? Since I won the last one, I'm
did?
going to go ahead and allow you to go ahead and start first.
Okay.
And
It's your funeral.
We're alternating, so you get to do the first question, and I get to do the second question and stuff. So
Regardless,
it doesn't
fight-
even really matter.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. Eloy, go ahead and start round 1 for us.
All right. So round 1. Here's the first question. In Hellboy, what is the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense disguised as? A water treatment facility. B, a Walmart. C, waste management plant. Or D, a power plant.
I'm going to guess A.
And A is water treatment facility.
Yes.
That is incorrect. The answer is waste management plant.
Son of a
That
gun.
was the one I was looking for.
I was thinking about that one. All right. So what's the next question, Eloy?
All right.
All right.
I'm not doing well
Let's
so
say
far.
that is a 1
No,
to 0.
it's my turn now, Deej.
All
Oh.
right, so let's go on to the next one. What is Magneto's full name from the X-Men movies? A, Eric Luther Xavier. B, Eric Charles Houston. C, Eric Magnus Langsure. D, Eric Luther Houston.
Who's Eric Magnus C.
Okay, so C is Eric Magnus Langsure, and that is correct.
Yeah.
Damn.
that
That
one.
was really hard without the multiple choice for me.
Well, Magnus kind of actually threw me
Yeah.
off. I didn't know it was going to be that closely related, but
I
there we
didn't. I knew it was Eric. I just didn't know his last name.
well, I knew it started with an L.
What was the next one?
All right, going on next
DJ,
one.
it's your turn.
In the movie Blade, how did Blade become a daywalker? A,
Oh, I know the answer.
his
to this
mother's
one.
stomach was bitten. B, his mother was a vampire who became pregnant. C, he was a freak of nature. D, his mother was bitten while she was pregnant with him.
I'll say D.
You sure about that?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I am. I think I'm sure about it.
Come on, a little more confidence. That is correct.
Oh
B
my
is
God.
correct.
Correct. That was definitely correct.
Because I didn't remember being the
One
bit
of
in
my
the
favorite
stomach.
trilogies, man.
Crimey, this is gonna be a low-scoring game if B-Man Tree Man's really gonna get this specific, or I'm gonna get a low-scoring game.
I'm scared about the whiteboard round.
Let's do this.
All right, Eloy, go ahead and give me my question.
All right, sticking with Blade. Also in the movie Blade, what 3 things kill vampires in this movie? A, wood, garlic, sunlight. B, crosses, wood, and sunlight. C, metal, sunlight, and crosses. Or D, silver, garlic, and sunlight.
D, silver, garlic, and sunlight.
No hesitation, huh? That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This was one of my, you guys, if you saw one of the previous episodes that we did, Blade was one of my favorite trilogies. So I've seen those movies a lot.
All right. Probably seen all 3 5 times total. All right. What's my question?
I feel like you should get this. So here goes.
Oh, great.
What is the name of the antagonist in the movie Kick-Ass? A, Red Mist. B, Killer Spike. C, Skull Crusher. Or D, the Russian Assassin.
A. Red Mist.
That was right.
That is correct.
You were like, yeah, I got this one.
Like,
And then
it's
you're
vulgar, right? All right. Fantastic.
All right, give me my last question here.
All right. This one seems a little difficult. In the movie Watchmen, every American flag has 51 stars because this country became America's 51st state. Is it A, Mexico, B, Vietnam, C, Canada, or D, Cuba?
Okay, so I haven't seen Watchmen, which people, you can already kill me in the comments. I know it's in a different alternate reality of the 80s. So I'm gonna say Vietnam. Is that correct?
Is that a guess? Or?
No, that's my answer.
Right, but I mean, are you just guessing or are you just going off something?
No, I'm doing an educated guess.
That is a good guess. Vietnam is correct.
I just gave you my reasoning.
That was pretty gosh darn impressive.
I just gave you my reasoning.
All right.
All right, so we're going to go ahead in round 2. Go ahead and tell the people at home what round 2 is.
So round 2 deals with the whiteboard. All players get 5 questions. You write down the answer to the question on the whiteboard. You get 10 seconds per question, 1 point per correct answer, and both players can score.
All right, so yes, guys, we were running a little over on time, but this is going to be an intense game, so go ahead and continue on. So, Eloy, go ahead and give us our first question of round 2.
Okay, so first question is, what is the name of Thor's home planet? I see DJ over there with a little smirk.
It's not Cincinnati.
All right, I got my answer.
And it's not Krypton. Come on.
Yeah, you got 10 seconds, man.
If you guys
better hurry.
Drinking. Oh wait, this isn't even.
Oh, great. Here we go.
I forgot it.
How much time? What
Are
are
you
you
buzzing
guessing
him?
there? What?
Are we buzzing him?
Yeah. Well, all right. He wrote it down.
I got it wrong, but I know what it.
So DJ, we're showing the camera first, and then we'll show DJ or Eloy. So go ahead.
So DJ says Themyscira, Wonder Woman's place.
I said Valhalla.
No, is it? No way. What's the answer, Eloy? I said Themyscira.
Okay, so obviously Themyscira is incorrect.
Yeah, obviously.
So
At least I gave like a.
Valhalla is an educated guess. It's really good. I mean, because it has to do with Norse mythology, and that's where they go when they die. They go to Valhalla. However,
Damn it.
when they're
From Desperate
born,
Laboratory?
they're born in Asgard.
Asgard,
Oh my
that's right.
God, Thor of Asgard.
I got him mixed up.
Yo, if
Dang
you guys
it.
think we're dumb, have 7 beers and then, or 6 beers.
I got him mixed up. All right, go
Yeah.
ahead.
That was pretty close, though. That was good. I got to give
I've
it to
never
you.
heard Valhalla except for Desperate Laboratory.
All
All right,
right.
let's
All right,
go.
moving on. In Avengers Civil War, which Avenger recruits Spider-Man to join the team?
I hope Casey doesn't say Mr.
All
Fantastic.
right. So we'll go ahead and show the camera, and then my cap fell off.
Casey, what did you
I
say?
gave probably the more complete answer. Yeah.
So both of you are correct, and Casey went up and above and even put his
Yeah.
other
That counts as
personality.
5
Sorry,
points.
Sarks. No, yeah, we both could just get to the point. So.
All righty.
All right. Even though I was more correct.
1-1. I would have named his middle name.
We have more points than 1 point.
All right, so this one's gonna use
Oh
some.
yeah, this round.
This one's gonna use some recollection on your part. All right.
Right.
So, which actor plays the role of Bruce Banner / the Hulk in 2008's The Incredible Hulk?
Man, I really don't remember his name right now.
That's good. Let's keep that up, Case.
I don't even know if I spelled what name I was trying to go for right.
I think his name was B. Pitt.
All right, let's go ahead and show the camera. And then now show Eloy there.
So his name is Robert Paulson.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
my God.
That's a Ed Norton
yes,
reference. Come
I
on.
was thinking
So
of
DJ
You're
gets
the-
it.
It's 2003. 2003.
2003 one.
It's the Hulk. And the Incredible Hulk is Edward Norton.
Well, I think he said the year too. I don't know why I was thinking of the 2003 one.
Maybe it's because you've been drinking
Yeah,
irresponsibly. Come on, dude. We have a show to do.
Sorry. All right, next question.
All right. So next question is, how did the Joker get the scars on the sides of his face? You know
This is so abstract. Like,
yeah, and the answer on this is pretty vague. So I mean, okay. So the answer to this is kind of like 3 answers in one.
All right.
So if you get one of them, I'm pretty sure I'll give you the point on it.
All right. I'm gonna show mine. I'm not gonna look at Casey's.
Wait, what does that say?
Are you done?
I could tell you the whole story. I couldn't put it on
There's
on the.
there's 2 scenes that I remember.
But the whole point of the movie was that he didn't really
reveal it.
It was supposed to be all crazy, but I put that, Daddy got mad at mommy and saw that he was crying in the corner, and he said, "Why? Let's put a smile on that face." Oh, you got the same thing.
I said Dad, but I also said Otter Pops because those things can really mess you up if you don't cut them the right way.
Yeah, you know what? The answer on this is kind of vague. I'm going to give you guys each a point. Because
Yes!
It says he tells one person his father gave it to him, but then he tells another person that his wife got cut ups and he wanted to make her feel normal or
that's-
something.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, both of you guys get the point on this for that.
Awesome.
That was kind of
That was
that was a hard.
He's
one.
really testing our buzz here.
Actually, that was 5 questions.
That was 5 questions. All
Oh,
right.
fantastic.
Now we're heading into the free-for-all round. So go ahead and let the viewers at home know what round 3 is.
And the score.
Okay, so round 3, free-for-all round, is going to be dealing with 5 questions. The first person to say their name can answer the question and will be awarded the point if answered correctly. 1 point per correct answer. If their answer is incorrect, stealing is allowed. And you know what? We're actually at a tie right now.
I thought we might have been at a tie.
I thought I was winning by like twice as much. Whatever.
All right, so we're at a tie for round 3, and we have to go ahead and say our name to answer the question, and if we get it wrong, then the other person can steal. So, Eloy, go ahead and give us our first question.
Keep
All
it.
right, so here we go. And you guys just reviewed this, so this should be fresh in the memory somewhat, some beer foam ago. According to the 2017 movie, who is the father of Wonder Woman?
CJ.
CJ's up.
Zeus?
You are correct, sir.
Damn.
Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty.
All right, let's
Next
kick
question.
things up. We're getting
All right, next question. What is the name of the city, state that the movie Dredd takes place in?
great.
I don't hear any names. Come on.
DJ.
All right, go for it.
Manhattan, New York.
I mean, I think that's where they filmed and it was a backdrop, but that's not the comic book story.
Well, that's what I was
I'm
going
not
for.
even gonna guess. It's something made up. I feel like
Wow, really? You guys don't
I
know
haven't
this?
seen Dredd.
Chicago.
I was gonna waste my time.
Chicago,
with that movie.
Illinois.
Mega
my second
City
guess.
1.
Mega City 1.
Come on.
Okay,
How do you
cool.
not get that?
Oh my gosh. That was my second guess. Third guess.
You know, I feel like we were talking about this next question earlier, so
Cool. All
pay
right.
attention. And I mean, one of you guys should blurt it out really fast. What does the acronym SHIELD stand for?
All right, CJ, because I got this right last time, but
Go
I
for
don't
it.
really remember as
How
much
long
now.
does it get to answer?
Uh,
CJ is up.
so-
We'll give him 10 seconds.
Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
Damn, that is correct. Give it up. Well done,
You're just
CJ.
mad that I was able to get that right.
Yes. I'm
Twice
not going to shy away from that.
Twice now, guys.
Well, it's not like you stole that away from me. No idea. All right. What's the next question?
I feel like this is for you, DJ. So
Thank you.
listen. How did Scott Lang acquire the Ant-Man suit?
DJ.
There you go,
He
DJ.
stole it. He stole it from Hank Pym's basement.
There you. I needed that full answer. Well done. Point for DJ.
I was going to say that.
That's right.
I knew the answer for that.
Thanks,
By the
man. I appreciate it. Giving it to me.
All right. I feel like this is a giveaway for both these, so pay attention and blurt it out fast. What is the Daredevil's real name?
DJ.
DJ, go for it.
You give me 10 seconds. Oh, no.
I can't
3
remember
seconds.
I blanked.
And I blanked is not his name.
Oh, I know it. Wait, is he? You has to
Right now.
answer
No, it's
first?
my turn now. Right?
Well, yeah, go for it.
Oh my god, I really wish I would have paid attention more. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. I give up.
Matthew Murdock.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Wait. So
No. Like mine was done, his was done.
We
So
both didn't get the point. but-
I got it afterwards. That's what happens
Matt
when you
Murdock,
drink,
yeah.
kids. So I hope you're
I was
watching this
like-
at
I
home,
was like-
not at work.
It was super weird. I was like, who's
Yeah.
Foggy's best friend? God damn
Who's
it.
Foggy? All right. What's the next one?
actually, that completes
That
our
completes
free-for-all round.
Oh no!
3.
On tally points, CJ is up by 1 point.
Oh, great.
Just so you guys know.
So
What's the
we're
total
coming up-
score, please?
CJ's at 7, DJ's at 6.
All right. So we're heading into the last round. Go ahead, Eloy. Tell the viewers at home what the last round is.
So this is final round Jeopardy. It's only going to be one question, and the players can wager points before the question is presented. If you have the correct answer, double your wager points. Otherwise, lose your wager points.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and put down our wager. We'll show you guys at home what it's going to be. We're going to show Eloy, and then we're going to do the question. So, that being said, 1 second.
I already wagered. And there you go. I'm not going to get rid of this, but I am going to get the right answer.
We'll keep it on our boards. That
Oh,
way it's there for referential
Yeah.
treatment.
So
and give us the
this question comes from probably, I would say, the best Marvel movie, although some of you may disagree. Guardians of the Galaxy. In Guardians of the Galaxy,
It's a great movie.
the planet Xandar is the capital of which empire?
Why am I only thinking of Xandar right now? The Xandarians.
Here, I'll repeat it again. In Guardians of the Galaxy, the planet Xandar is the capital of which empire?
I got nothing.
All right, I got something.
I got nothing, guys.
All right. So is that it?
That's it.
All right, I guess Themyscira.
I felt like it was something super generic.
What is
No,
you son of a bitch!
If you
So
guys,
what's the final
If
score?
you guys are wondering what just happened there, DJ saw how much I bet compared to how much he bet, and you realize he just lost. So, Eloy,
wait
go
for
ahead,
those 7
go ahead
beers.
and give us the correct answer because I am going to know it right when you say it.
So the answer is the Nova Empire.
Yes. God,
Or Nova Prime.
I knew the answer to that.
And the
too.
Nova Corps is the. Does that exist?
Nova Corps is the
Nova
military.
Prime. Yeah.
So final score
Edging out, Mr.
is-
DJ.
is CJ 5, DJ 2.
You know what are
All
the
right.
odds?
So,
What are the odds?
with that being said, my win streak continues. I didn't think it was going to, but it does continue. DJ gets to drink another beer the next episode. Man, you're not really doing that well.
Well, you know what? I've been drunk. So
Yeah,
that's my
all you've
excuse. I've had a little bit more beer than you. That helps. Oh man.
Well, guys, you saw it here first. I won. DJ lost.
Yes.
That means he gets to drink another beer in the next episode.
Lucky me.
We'll be back in a couple weeks, guys. We're not going to come back next week like we normally have been doing for Jam Pack July.
Yeah.
That was just to preview a lot of the movies that are coming out for July since it's such an action-packed summer.
But for the Action Pack Summer, we do have a few movie reviews that we
still-
have to do.
yeah, we'll still be putting out movie reviews. You guys don't have to worry about that, but the Power Hour is going to take a slight hiatus for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
And I
and-
just mean getting back to our normal schedule.
Right. And I am going to be able to try to give you the most action-packed that I can without a Comic-Con pass. I'm going to try to give you some visuals of Movie Brewhouse Productions being at Comic-Con.
Representing us.
The outside. I'm going to interview some cosplayers, try to snipe some celebrities, try to give
Yeah.
us the best content we can. It's going to be a lot of fun this
We'll
weekend.
put it all in a compilation video and push it out for you guys to be able to check out. I really appreciate DJ going out there and representing Movie Brewhouse Productions since I will not be there helping you out. I really do appreciate it. Now, my name is CJ. I was your guys' host. We got the co-host with the mo-host, DJ to my left.
That's right, man. I hope you guys have a great night.
We got our engineer of this episode, Eloy, over in the booth. Go ahead and say hi.
Yo, cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
I love you guys. Keep watching our shows. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff for us. Even tell us if we're not good. Just go ahead and do it. It gives us good press. No press is bad press, right?
That's exactly right.
So you guys can catch us out on our channel, Movie Brewhouse Productions. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Movie Brewhouse Productions. You can check us out on Twitter at Movie Brewhouse. Keep up to date with all that we're doing. Those where all of our updates go are all on our social medias for upcoming episodes and upcoming new content. Just everything you want to stay on those social media pages to keep up to date. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and close out the Power Hour here.
Cheers, my man.
Cheers. So, until next time, Movie Brewers, crack open a cold one and watch a movie. Hey everyone, did you like that video? Well, click here to watch more.
Or if you want to check out some other great content, click right here.
And lastly, if you want to stay up to date on everything Movie Brewhouse Productions, subscribe right here.
Bet you can't decide before we finish this beer.